Lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's tutorial we'll be making a beautiful crochet top tutorial. And for this tutorial we'll be making use of a 4.5 mm hook. You can choose to use 5.0 or 5.5. It depends on how bold you want your pattern to be for your top. And also I'll be making use of the measuring tape, scissors, and this color of yarn. You can choose to make use of any color you want, because it's summertime. You want a bold and bright color. So it's actually an acrylic yarn, and it's a Nigerian brand yarn. So for this tutorial you're just going to be needing two measurements, which is your bust measurement and the length measurement. That is the length of your top. And for the bust measurement you're going to be needing a little space at the side of your top, which we are going to like make a tie at the side, or we can call it a lace up or a tie. So when you take your full measurement, your bust measurement, you're going to deduct 4 inches from it, which is going to be the space for both sides, which is 2 inches from the right side and 2 inches from the left side, which is 4 inches. So I'll go again. When you take your bust measurement, the measurement is on the screen. When you take your bust measurement, the full length of your bust measurement, and when you're making your bust measurement, you measure it from the widest part of your bust, and you minus 4 inches from it. And when you minus 4 inches from it, then the remaining inches is what you're going to work with, and the remaining inches we divide it by two, which one part will be for the front panel and the other part will be for the back panel. So that's our measurement. Go ahead, measure your full length, measure your bust measurements, and deduct 4 inches from it, and divide the result the inches you get by two. One will be for the front panel and one will be for the back panel. Going to begin with our front panel. I believe that you've actually measured your bust by now and minus 4 inches from it, and the remaining inches you divide it by two, and one part will be for the front panel and the other for the back panel. So you're going to go ahead and make a chain that is actually equal to the inches of your front panel. So we're going to make our front panel first, but the chain you're going to make is should be an even number. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the chain that is equal to the inches for my front panel. So go ahead and make a chain. Make sure you don't make your chain tight. So go ahead and make yours, then I'll meet you guys at the end. So I made a chain of 60. I made a chain of 60 for my front panel. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go into the fourth chain with a double crochet. So I have one, two. I'm not going to like insert it from this side. I'm just going to turn my work to the other side. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the fourth chain I'm going to place my double crochet into it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to place my double crochet into it. So this first double crochet at this side, this the chain 4 that we actually skipped also counts as a stitch. Note that. So then I'm going to go into the rest of the stitch with a double crochet. So this is our foundation row. So you're going to go to each stitch with a double crochet. So if I said I have double crochet earlier on, that was a mistake. So you're going into each stitch with a double crochet. I don't know, most times I tend to make mistake when I'm talking about stitches. Sometimes I'll just say have double crochet and I meant double crochet. So go into each stitch with your double crochet, and I'll tell you what to do next. So this is my last stitch for the foundation row. So I'm going to make my double crochet, and this is how it looks like. So what I'm going to do next is to go to the next row, which is our row 2. I'm going to make a chain of 3. Then when you're making your chain of 3, make sure it's not tight. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3. Then I'll turn my work. Then always note that the chain 3 actually counts as a stitch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next stitch, not this, and make 3 double crochet into it. 1, 2, 3. So after that, you're going to make a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then the next thing to do after this, I already inserted 3 double crochet into this stitch and I chain 3. The next thing to do is to skip 2, 1, 2, and into the third stitch you make your 3 double crochet into it, which is 1, 2, and 3. Then after that you make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you skip 2, 1, 2, and then into the next third stitch you insert your 3 double crochet into it again. So this is what we are literally doing for our row 2. 3 double crochet into a stitch, chain 3, skip 2, into the next stitch you make your 3 double crochet into that stitch. Then you repeat that for this row. So I already made my 3 double crochet into this stitch. I'm going to make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll skip 2 stitches, which is 1, 2. Then into the third stitch I'll insert my 3 double crochet. So go ahead and make yours. Then when you get to the end, I'll show you guys what to do. So guys, I'm almost at the end of our second row. So you notice that we always like skip 2 stitches before making our 3 double crochet cluster. Since we have one left, we have 1, 2, we're just going to go into the last double crochet, which is this, and insert our double crochet into it. You can choose to go into the space with your double crochet, but to have a smooth end, I'll prefer you insert your double crochet into the top 2 loop here to have a smooth edge by the side. So I'll go into the top 2 loop by the side here and complete my row. So this is how it looks like. So for the next row, which is our third row, this is going to be the beginning of our pattern for this project. So you're going to make a chain of 3. And also make sure your chain 3 is a little bit loose, because we'll always insert a double crochet at the top by the end of each row. So after making a chain of 3, we're going to turn your work, and note that the chain 3 also counts as a stitch. So what we are going to do now is we are going to make a back post double crochet cluster. So to do that, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook from here into the space. So we're going to go into the first double crochet we made for this double crochet cluster. We'll go into it, as you can see, and make a double crochet into it. Then we'll go into it again, to the same stitch with a double crochet. Then we'll go into the same stitch, into the same back post, and make another double crochet. So this is how it looks like. It might not really make sense to you now, but as time goes on, you will understand what we're doing. You see how it's actually coming out. So I think I should lose it back and explain to you guys again, because I feel like I did not explain well to you guys. So after making a chain of 3 and you've done your work, you go to the first double crochet from this chain, from this double crochet cluster, from 3 double crochet cluster that we made, which is this one and not this. You can see it here. So you make a back post double crochet on this first double crochet here. So you yarn over, insert your hook from the front, go over the first double crochet here, then you can turn your work like this, yarn over, pull through, then complete your double crochet, then go into the same back post and make 2 more double crochet, which is 1, 2, making it 3 back post double crochet into this. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the first double crochet here with another back post double crochet. To do that, you insert your hook again from the front, you go over the first double crochet, then make a double crochet, then make 2 other double crochet, that is 3 double crochet cluster into the back post double crochet. So you go and make 3 double crochet into this as your back post double crochet. So make a chain of 3 again, 2, 3, then you go into the next 3 double crochet cluster, you go into the first one here and make your back post double crochet, 3 back post double crochet, which is 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3. After making your 3, you have 3 back post double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the next, which is this, with 3 back post double crochet again, which you yarn over, insert your hook, go over this, then you make your 3 back post double crochet cluster into this. So this is what we are actually repeating for this row, though the pattern is actually a repeat row from here onward. Make a chain of 3, then you continue with your back post, 3 double crochet back post cluster. So this is how it looks like so far. This is how it looks like. It's like I think they call it 3D pattern. Yeah. So I'll do this once again. You go into the first double crochet here with 3 back post double crochet cluster into that same space, 1, 2, 3. Then you make a chain of 3 and go into this with 3 back post double crochet. So this is what we're repeating for this row. So go ahead and make yours, then when we get to this place I'll show you guys what to do next. So go ahead and make yours. So I'm making my last set of 3 back post double crochet cluster. So I have this one at the edge here, which is the chain 3. So what I'm just going to do is I'm not going to make a chain of 3 here. I'm just going to go into the top 2 loop here with my double crochet. That's what I'm going to do. So like I said earlier, you can either go into this space with your double crochet, or you go into the top 2 loop with your double crochet. But me, I prefer to go into the top 2 loop with my double crochet so as to have a smooth edge by the side of my top. So go in there with your half double crochet, with your double crochet, sorry. So this is how it looks like. What we're going to do next is we're going to make a chain of 3, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you turn your work. So we're going to repeat the same process we did for the previous row. So you're going to go into the first double crochet here with a back post double crochet with 3 back post double crochet. So to do that, you yarn over, then insert your hook from the front, go over the first double crochet cluster here and make your back post double crochet. So you insert 3 back post double crochet here, 2 and 3. Then after that, you make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the first double crochet here, which is this. It's 3 back post double crochet into it, which is this way, like we did for the previous row. 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you go into the first double crochet here with 3 back post double crochet into it, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you make a chain of 3. Then you go into the first double crochet here with 3 back post double crochet into it, which is 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3. So this is what we are going to do for this row, and it's actually a repeat row, so you keep making it this way. So when you get to the end, I'll show you what to do. It's literally the same thing, but I want to show you guys how to do it again. I want to repeat another row for you guys again. So go ahead and do it till you get to the end, then I'll show you what to do again, though it's literally the same thing here. I just want to show you guys for the last time. So I'm actually done with this row. I'm almost done. I've made my 3 back post double crochet clusters. So I'm just going to go into this with my normal double crochet at the top 2 loop here, which is this and this, to end the row. that completes this row, and this is how it looks like already. You can see that it's making sense already. So what we're going to do next, it's actually a repeat row. We're just going to go ahead and make the chain of 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Then you turn your work as usual. Then you're going to go with the usual pattern, which is to make a back post double crochet into this first double crochet here, not this. So I'll make 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3 as usual. 2, 3. Then you're going to go into this first double crochet here with 3 back post double crochet, which is 1, 2, and 3. Then you make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is literally what we're going to be repeating for the rest of this top, for the front panel, and you're going to make it until you have your desired length. I think for me, I'll be making mine 18 inches for my own length, 18 to 19 inches. You can make 17, you can make 16. It depends on the length you want for your top. So go ahead and keep repeating these till you have your desired length, and I'll meet you at the end of your desired length when you have your desired length. So go ahead and make yours, and I'll see you when you have your desired length. So guys, I'm done making my front panel, and this is how it looks like. And I made 31 rows for this 3D pattern, which is around 17.5.6 inches. So to finish up my front panel, I'm just going to go ahead and make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll turn my work. Then the next thing to do is to go to each stitch with a double crochet. So I'm going to go into this space with a double crochet. Then I'll go into the next with a double crochet. Then I'll go into this with a double crochet. Then into the chain 3 space, I'm going to go in there with 2 double crochet. 1, 2. Then I'll go into this with a double crochet into the next, double crochet into the next stitch. Then into the chain 3 space, I'll make my 2 double crochet into it. So go ahead and repeat this. Then when you get to the end, I'll tell you what to do next. So I'm just going to go to this last double crochet, which is the chain 3 we made at the beginning. I'll go into the top 2 loop and make my double crochet. Then I'll make a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I'll turn my work. So for this final row, what we are going to do is we are going to be switching between front post and back post double crochet. So we're going to go into this stitch, not this one, with a front post double crochet. So you insert your hook like this, then make your front post, Then into the next stitch, which is this, we make a back post double crochet, and to make your back post double crochet, you yarn over, go in from the front like this, then go over this. You can see it at the back like this. So you complete your double crochet. So we did front post here, we did back post here. The next one is front post. So you do your front post double crochet. Then the next is our back post double crochet. You go from behind, then complete your double crochet. Then the next is our front post double crochet. You make your front post double crochet. Then the next is back post double crochet. You make your back post double crochet. So this is what you're going to be doing for this row. You switch between your front post and your back post double crochet. So do this and I'll tell you guys what to do next. This is how it looks like. I'm almost at the end of the row, so I'm going to end my with a front post double crochet. Then we have this chain 3 at the end. We're just going to go into the top 2 loops and make your normal double crochet into it. So yes, and make a chain of 1. Then you cut off the yarn and secure it. We're going to work on that later. So this is how it looks like now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to where we started from. That is our foundation chain. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up, because this is going to be our neckline. This is going to be at the top, and this is how our down part is going to look like. So to work on this our neckline, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the top 2 loop of this. Yes, and you're going to attach your yarn, then secure it. You take this yarn over, pull through and secure it. Then what you're going to do next is you're going to go into the same space, into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, make a chain of 1, then go into the same stitch again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook and make your double crochet. Then from here onward, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be switching between the front post and the back post double crochet that we did for this down part. So what you're just going to do is you're going to start with your front post double crochet. So insert your hook, front post, then the next is the back post double crochet. You go in, then you make your back post double crochet. Then the next is a front post. You go ahead and make your front post double crochet. Then the next is a back post. You go ahead and make your back post double crochet. The next is a front post. You make your front post double crochet. And the next is a back post. You're gonna make your back post double crochet. So this is how it looks like. So go ahead and switch between your front post and your back post double crochet until you get to the end there. So after that, I'll show you guys what to do next. So I'm almost at the end of this row. So I did a front post here, then I'll do a back post with the next. Then the last stitch here, I'll just make my normal double crochet into the space. Then I'll chain 1. Then I'll cut my yarn. Then secure it. So this is how the project look like. I mean the front panel looks like. This is the upper side, which is our neckline area, and this is the brim, which is the down part of our top. So this is the front panel, and you're going to repeat the same thing for the back panel, the same process and everything. There's no reduction, there's no increment or anything. So you do the same thing for both front panel and back panel. So this is my front panel, and I already work on my back panel already. This is my back panel, and I worked on it already. Yes, I finished it up already. So after making these two panel, the next thing is to connect both together. And if I want to join both together, remember we are going to like lace it up by the side. So what we only need now is to just join this and this together and leave a few space at the middle for your neck area. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to do mine, then we'll go on to the next one. And like I said earlier, we're going to lace the side here up. So let's get into it. If you want to work on your neckline, if you want to join it here, when you measure without stretching, it's going to give you a different inches than when you stretch it out. Yeah, but don't really mind that. But what you're going to do is you measure 2 to 3 inches from this side, then you attach your stitch marker to it, and 2 to 3 inches from this side, and you attach your stitch marker to it. So 2 to 3 inches, then you can see the space I have in between. So now let's go ahead and join both together. I'm just going to go into the first double crochet that I made here, then I'll go into the first double crochet at the other panel, then I'll attach my yarn. Okay, then secure it. So what you're going to do next is you're going to go into the same space with a chain 1, then you go into the same space with a slip stitch and chain 1. So the next thing to do to start joining again is to go into the front loop of this panel and the back loop of this other, yarn over, pull through, slip stitch and chain 1. So you go to the next stitch, the front loop of this panel and the back loop of the other panel, yarn over, pull through, slip stitch and chain 1, front loop here, back loop of the other panel, yarn over, pull through, slip stitch and chain 1. Sorry, let me go again. Chain 1, front loop, back loop. The reason why I'm joining it this way is to give it a smooth surface when you turn to the right side. Front loop, back loop, slip stitch and chain 1, front loop, back loop, slip stitch and chain 1. So go ahead and join your work like this. So the same thing we actually do here is the same thing we're going to do for the other side, to join the other side too. So go ahead and join your work together. Then after joining both this side and the other side, then I'll show you what to do next. Going to remove my stitch marker. Then for the last stitch, I'm just going to go into the boat stitch, yarn over, pull through, slip stitch and chain one. And I'm going to get my scissors, cut it off. Yes, and that is it. So this is how it looks like on the other side. You can see the way it's clean and neat without any roughness or any obvious joining. So go ahead and do the same thing to this. I'm done joining both panels together, and this is what we have. This is what we have for both sides. And the next thing to do is to work on our armhole. Remember, we're not going to be joining this part. We're just going to be lacing this side up and also the other side up. So what you're going to do, you're just going to go ahead with your tape measurement and measure around 8 to 8.5 inches. This is it. I think, yeah, I did mine already and I have 8.5 inches. I'm going to leave 8.5 inches for my armhole, which I already marked already. This is it. And I did the same thing for the other side. So after marking your armhole and measuring it, the next thing to do is to work on your strap for the lace up by the side. So I already made my own strap for this side, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I made for the other side too. So if you notice, this is two strand. You can choose to just use two strand for your lace up for your strap, but I just want my own to be like a little bit thicker, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and double it again to make it 4 strands. So that's what I'm going to use. And for these, I think I made 130 chains. You can literally make more than that. Depends on how long you want your strap to be. But I made 130 chain for mine, and if I lace it up and it's not actually long enough, I can literally like, okay, maybe loosen it up and make a longer one for it. So go ahead and make a long strap for your lace up by the side of your top. Next thing to do and the last thing to do is to lace up our top. So the thing is, I already did for this other side already, so I'm going to just show you guys how I'm going to go about lacing up the other side. So this is where our stitch marker is for our armhole. So we're just going to go right where we put our stitch marker here. So you're just going to go into the space here. Let me just use my hook because using my nails for it is kind of hectic for me to go about. So you insert your hook, attach it, and bring it out from this end. Then you go to the other side too. Then I'm going to cross it this way. Then I'll come here. I don't just want to go into each row with my strap. I'm just going to like skip one You can also you can choose to skip 2 rows, then go to the next, or you can just insert your lace up into each row. But I'm just going to skip 1 row each for it. And also, if you want, you might not want to like lace up your top till you get to this down part. It depends on how you want it, how open you want it to be, so anyhow you want it, just go about lacing it up. So go ahead and lace up your top. It's quite easy. So if you notice, I did not actually finish lacing up my top. I actually leave some rows here. I left some rows here. And when I actually did for the other side too, I did the same thing. I did not finish lacing it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and tie this like this. Then I'll take this like this. Then I wrap this around it. Then I'll take this and go into the space like this. I'll bring it out from here then. That's it. So this is how the final look of our top is from this side. Let's see. And from this end, from this other side. So let me just place it this way for you guys to see it well. So this is how it looks like, and this is the lace up by the side and at the other side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I would like to hear from you guys in the comment section how you feel about the top, how it looks on you, if you really love the tutorial. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video, and because I'll be posting a video weekly on my channel. So thanks for coming along with me on this tutorial, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.